Answer the phone, you cunt. Answer the phone when she calls. And now, that was beautiful and moving. I now have to shit. We have! I had the shrimp too, bitch. Trust me. It's true. Fuck you, bitch. You just got a little sweet message. You gave the call. I was surprised you had a prepaid phone and could still answer it. That was amazing. Speaking of, no offense to you, I know you got a prepaid phone, girl. I know you do. In her cousin's name. Yeah, we know. Because she's what? Professional. Yeah. Okay, Jinkx's medication's kicking in. I think I'm gonna bring her up next. Are you good? Oh, she's writing jokes now. You good? You got it? Yeah. Okay, wait, you good? Wait, hold on. Do it, take your time. Pull out your abacus, bitch. I know you like old shit. Go ahead. It's true, she was backstage, she's like, I love ragtime. It's my favorite thing. I'm gonna do an album of all ragtime. I said, yeah, call it Minstrel Show. All right, we have... Take a minute, think about that. Educated people, you get it? Ragtime minstrel. What are you... You get it? Bitch, you can't produce fluids at your age anymore. Don't try it. 40,000 Jews are in your pussy going, where is it? Sand, where? I'm kidding. Jews love your pussy because it's cheap. I love you.
Just remember how you get on season 6, bitch.
Oh, exactly. I had to suck her dick and ruse.
And Lady Bunny paid RuPaul to take you away from her, yes.
Lady Bunny said, girl, do the show. I'm sick of your fucking ass. She's sweet. Dead, but sweet. Sharon's gonna dress up like her tomorrow. You're so well behaved, Sharon. Yeah, it's still early, that's why, yeah. Let's bring to the stage a fabulous girl. She's season 5 winner. Lovely, talented, or Jinkx. Welcome, Jinkx. Here we go. Don't make it as long as your concert.
Shut the fuck up. I told her very specifically I wanted to go in the middle of the show, and she fucking did that to me just now. She put me up second.
You know why? It's the year I won. Fuck you. Go, bitch, go!
It's very strange for me to go after Alaska in something. Let's get one thing straight, okay? Well, not straight. Look at you. Let's get one thing clear. I am a very nice, sweet, optimistic person. Yes, I'm drunk. Look at the people I have to share a dressing room with. I wasn't an alcoholic before I started doing this shit. They turned me into one. Sharon turned me into one. By force, you guys. It was actually traumatizing. I'm a very nice, sweet, optimistic person out of drag, but in drag, I'm a self-absorbed, well, I'm a drag queen, all right? So let's get over this real quick. You know, I'm not doing water off a duck's back right now, okay? I'm reading these horrible bitches and telling them what I actually think about them. Which is what all of you fucking do on Twitter every day, so shut up, all right? Now... Detox is a very good friend of mine, okay? I know it didn't seem that way on the show. It really didn't seem that way, girl. You know, it was really hard to tell that we even knew each other. But she's a very good friend of mine. The first thing I ever said to Detox, she came up to me after a show that I hosted. I was blackout drunk, obviously. because I made time to talk to her. And she came up to me and she goes, I just really like the show, girl. I just really thought it was good. I blinked one eye and then the other, and I looked at her and I said, you should do Cher. And I walked off. Then I never talked to her again until I was competing against her. I mean, well, you know, until I was sending her home. What I love about Detox, what's very similar about me and Detox, is that we both chose names that are they're the opposite of who we actually are, you know? My name is Jinkx, even though I've been very lucky in my career, and her name is Detox when it should be Cry for Help. You know that Alaska is one of my best friends, you know, and she brought it up tonight. It's she is a beacon of light to me because, you know, over a year ago, she cut out a very destructive substance out of her life. Do I need to finish the joke? Really? Let me get to the punchline. Sharon Needles. There you go. No. I love Alaska. You know, we both had catchphrases. Mine was an inspirational mantra that saved people's lives. You know, I get told every day that mantra saved someone's life. And hers is, hi! I wonder why you didn't win. I don't know. We were supposed to roast Al tonight because he was supposed to be here, but now I'm scared to make jokes about him because he might be dead. And I'm from Seattle. I'm very PC. I'm very respectful. I never make jokes about the dead. But the one good thing is, if he were going to do a roast tonight, you know it would be 20 minutes long. And you know it would end with, this is the first time we have ever done this on this boat with these people in this time zone, in this country, in the year 2014, in the year of the dragon, at the dawning of the age of Aquarius. Sharon Needles is also one of my best friends. But in true Sharon Needles fashion, she got too drunk to show up tonight. So we have Joan Rivers instead. Sharon Needles has been a huge inspiration to me. I'm not joking here. She's been a huge inspiration to me. Watching her win season 4 gave me the motivation to finally audition for RuPaul's Drag Race. And watching her through her year as the winner of RuPaul's Drag Race told me exactly what not to do if you want to have a career. There's no more. I have nothing else. I mean, like, no. She was my next door neighbor on the last cruise. You know, she's very, very nice during the day. At night, you might expect her climbing over your balcony, looking for her key card in full drag. RuPaul told us never to eat in drag. I think Sharon should never drink in drag. You know, it's advice. Did you know, Mimi, I'm first at a Christmas show today? Neither did I. What was the lampshade all about? I don't get it. Because you're from Chicago, you had a lampshade on your head. I mean, what did I get that Mimi I'm first said on that show? I don't really know. You know, it was all over the place. I went. You went? You got there? What? What are you? Don't say things behind my back unless you're going to be funny, bitch. Now, oh, God, that was the thing. Okay, never mind. Speaking of Willem, there's a word, you know, I brought my Dutch family here with me on this cruise. There's a word in Dutch that I use for Willem. Kankeruur. I would translate it for you right now, but I might get kicked off the boat. Another thing Sharon taught me not to do. You know, she was in Austria for 15 minutes before she were banned. You know, the first drag queen ever to get kicked out of a country. Sharon fucking Needles. I love that. That is true punk rock. You are not punk rock until you're banned from Austria. That's the way I feel. You know, Shangela, first of all, I know I stopped saying they're all my best friends. You know they're my best friends, okay? I'm going to stop that, okay? Shangela, though, is very, very funny. And of all of us, is one of the most professional because she has been on almost, if not every, network television station in some fashion or form, you know, Community and that other show. But Shangela just proved to me how low TV standards are getting these days, you know. They'll put anyone on there. Pandora was not actually on my list, so I'd never wrote jokes for her. I guess she's a last-minute addition to the show. Thanks, whoever set that up. No. Whenever I'm talking about my favorite Drag Race girls to someone who doesn't, Pandora, come back! That's such a pretty dress. I thought that would work. Okay, lying normally works. I don't know. A lot of people ask me, you know, when I talk about my favorite Drag Race girls, and they ask me, what do they do? And so I said, Pandora's always been one of my favorites since whatever season she was on. And people ask me, what does she do? And I say, she does comedy. Well, I wish she wouldn't have made a liar out of me for so many years, you know. Really makes me look irreputable. Now, it's time for me to talk about someone who is chunky yet funky, large and in charge. Michelle Visage, everyone. Did Pandora come back yet? Is she gonna make me feel guilty? I'm Jewish, for God's sakes. Don't do this to me. I'm gonna just cry about this in my room, and I'm gonna text Alaska to make me feel better about it. Michelle? Mimi, if we wanted you to have a mic, you'd have one.
But you know what's funny? If Mimi was running the mics, no one would hear it. But go ahead.
Okay, wait. I love this outfit, Mimi, but who was looking for you?
I'm sorry, Jinkx, that was fucking funny. That was...
Mimi, Pandora, come on. Tell everyone you like me. Tell everyone you like me. I mean, you stole almost all of my jokes for your last show, so I mean, like, I'm joking. Go, Pandora! Come on. No, she's got a good sense of humor, unlike so many of the girls on this ship. No, Michelle Visage. First, before I start reading Michelle Visage, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't go for low-hanging fruit, okay? I try to have a little bit more class than that. I'm not going to talk about her tits, because I don't go for low-hanging fruit. If I did, I would make jokes about Darien Lake, but Gravity already did that. If I wanted to make low-hanging jokes... Hi. If I wanted to make low-hanging fruit jokes, I'd point out that every time I see this little kid running around on the 9th floor deck around the pool, running around by the pool, I think some parents left their child unattended. No, it's angina. Every fucking time, I'm like, that kid doesn't have an escort. Oh, it's angina. Michelle Visage is so full of semen. Period. Yeah, you heard that one. It's okay, but there's a lot of jokes I said that didn't get aired. Here's one of them. Michelle Visage is what I like to call vaguely ethnic. You can't really tell what ethnicity she is. You know that she's had every ethnicity in her, but what ethnicity is she, you know? Michelle Visage is the kind of person who thought she was Native American, so she got tattoos. She got tattoos. Native American tattoos. Yeah, you're such a twat. Yeah, you said it. She got Native American inspired tattoos. Because when you're 15% sure of something, yeah, get it permanently marked on your body, you know? Michelle Visage had to have a roast. Because anything RuPaul does, she has to do the lower budget, non-televised version of it. She copies RuPaul in every facet of her life. RuPaul's sober, so I'm sober. RuPaul's a drag queen, so I'm a drag queen. RuPaul's black, so my dildo's black. Mafel, thank you. This isn't the alcohol, it's just nerves, you know? These people really scare me. The funny thing about Michelle being RuPaul's best friend is I really don't know the last time she hung out with him, you know? I don't even know the last time she saw the front of her face. Like, she never turns to her on the camera. She's always like, Michelle, I'm sure you're best friends with the side of her wig, but I don't think you actually know her. Because if she turns that much, she'll pop, and half of her will look like Betty Davis. Now, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, you got that joke. You must be as old as her. Michelle is so old, she still makes black dick go in the back way. Magical. Michelle Visage is so easy. If you want her to go down on you, all you have to do is dip your dick in ranch dressing. Speaking of ranch dressing, Michelle Visage is constantly telling us how to eat when we're on tour with her. She's like, don't drink too much. You're representing my best friend's show. Don't eat bad food, girl. Do you need that cheesecake? Oh, I can't believe you're having a cigarette. I've never had a cigarette. I've never drank. I've never done drugs. When I tell you I've watched this woman shovel Skittles into her mouth more times than I can count. And she wants to tell me how to eat. She wants to tell me how to dress and how to do my makeup, too. It's really easy to sit in a position of power when all you do is wear slacks and blazers to everything you do. We want to see versatility, bitch! Where are you? We don't know who you are! Yeah, I know. Yeah, you just got a new stone because that's how cheap my jewelry is. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, Michelle Visage scared the hell out of me through all of season 5. She made me cry in my hotel room at night while I was in quarantine, you know, when I was painting my nails because I didn't have weed, so I had to do something to pass the time, you know. And then the second I started touring with her, I realized her and I are almost the same exact person. We're both Virgos. We are both perfectionists. We are both musical theater nerds. And over the last couple of years, she stopped being the woman I was afraid of and started being the woman who I call my best fucking friend on tour. I love her. Give it up for Michelle Visage. Thank you.